It's interesting that you point to 2014 because that's kind of that era of your career is kind of when you start to come into your own.
Figuring it out. Yeah,
right?
Figuring it out. I've been wrestling for about 9-10 years at that point.
But it's also, that's when you win Money in the Bank.
Yep.
And then fast forward to WrestleMania 31.
Yep.
That was 10 years ago.
10 years, sir. We're about to be at the 10-year anniversary.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, that was the early stages of the career, but certainly trying to figure out who I was. You know, that was kind of my first, I guess I dipped my toe in the water of like finding a character at that point for the first time. The Shield was a character unto itself, and we had, you know, individual identities within the Shield. But prior to that, you know, in my days on the independents, I didn't really understand it. It was, you know, developing a character wasn't really anything that was needed at the time in the 2000s, you know, kind of rising up in the indies. And I didn't really get it, I think, down in developmental and Florida Championship Wrestling. I think, you know, I understood the need to be able to cut a good promo, but I didn't really understand like developing a whole personality in a character. And so when I got with the Authority, when we did the breakup of the Shield, which arguably one of the bigger moments in the history of our industry, that was the first time when I realized kind of like who I was in that space, surrounded by Hunter and Steph and Kane and Randy and Big Show and the Authority, and like who I was meant to be in that space. And so I kind of just dove in, you know, like I dipped the toe, liked it, dove head in, went head first, and then everything's just been kind of this cool ride since then.